Welcome to Women Setting the Tone podcast. I am your host, Takara Owens. Thank you all for joining me on this wonderful Sunday afternoon. Today we're going to be talking about the subject called the reset. Everybody knows what it means to reset, honey. When you reset your mind, when you have to reset your train of thought, when you have to reset yourself as a whole being, you hear me, for Christ. Sometimes you just have to take a moment and stop where you're at and analyze everything that's surrounding you. You know, if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you're lost, sometime in the sauce, and we get like that when we overwork ourselves or when we overlook things that we should be paying attention to the most. It's real. It is real. Life is real. You hear me? Spiritual warfare is real. You hear me? Right now, everybody, the whole world is in a turmoil, fighting for their right, fighting for their sanity, fighting for their peace of mind, fighting to keep their joy, happiness, and peace, But I always keep in mind that if God bring you to it, he can bring you through it. He's already given you the authority to trample on the heads of lions, adders, and serpents. You hear me? And there's nothing that you cannot overcome when you put your trust completely in the Lord. So today I just want to ask you a few questions and help you reset your mindset, help you reset your train of thought, help you get unstuck. Take a moment to analyze yourself, analyze where you're at. What are some of the goals that you have set for yourself? What are some of the challenges you have been facing? How have you overcame those challenges? I know they were not easy, because the devil only comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And something else to always keep in mind. He only comes for the ones he can't have, because the ones he got, he don't bother. The ones he can't have, he continuously puts us in uncomfortable settings. I don't know, I don't have all the answers, but I don't know if it's because he's trying to see if he can defeat us, but honey, reset as many times as you need to. Step on his neck as many times as you need to. Refuse to be defeated. You hear me? Refuse to lose. Refuse to give up on your dreams. Refuse to give up on your goals and what you stand for as a being. God didn't create us to be, no punk, like he told me. He said, I didn't create you to be no punk. Get your fight back. Get your vision back. Get back into the game. Get back in what you stand for, Even though, when you're going through so many different challenges and you're under the attack of the enemy, is because he knows and he sees the reward and the blessing that's on your life. So, sometimes we get tired, we get weak, but even in your weakness, God is still strong, So I just want to let y'all know that today. Reset as many times as you need to. Some of the challenges, honey, it will amaze you how strong you are. Because it gives you a strength that you really, didn't even know you had inside of you. But that's why God say, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. So there's nothing too hard for you. Get back in the race. Get your head back in the game. Refocus. Journal. Journal your thoughts. Journal your goals. Journal the tasks that you have to defeat at hand. Journal, I always say a 2-year goal. Start at 2-year, then go to 5-year goal. But start where you're at. And it does not matter how you start, but it matters how you finish. Don't let nobody put no timing on your life. You hear me? Because greatness doesn't have a time period. Just, wow. It's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm going to have to say this. I was talking to my son just the other day and my sister. And I said to them, we take these classes and we get all this education, because we see the blueprint of somebody else. And we're wondering if their blueprint would work for us. But I don't care how much you read that blueprint, how much, you read that story or that book. Somebody else's blueprint will never work for you because what God gave them wasn't created for you. You understand? The only blueprint that you want to follow is the one that God has for your life. And unlike myself, you're building a blueprint and don't even know it because you're focused on you. That's the difference. When you fix your eyes on yourself, the promises of God, walking in alignment with your purpose, you'll be doing something and building your foundation without even knowing that's your task. Don't get me wrong. That's your mission. But you're just doing it. You're just going because you're being led by the Holy Spirit. So I don't care how many classes, how many blueprints, how many seminars you go to. What works for somebody else will never work for you. You can always get the imprint, get the knowledge, because I always say even the best teacher is still the greatest student because we never stop learning. Each and every day our mind continuously expands, So you don't have to be perfect, honey. I make many small errors. No judgment. Hey, errors, just make you do better the next times. That's how you have to look at it. Don't beat yourself up. Just keep going. Start where you're at, build with what you have, honey, and continue working hard for you until you get to where you want to be. So reset as many times as you need to. Start over as many times as you need to. Brush yourself off as many times as you need to, but never, ever, never, ever give up on you. Understand that you hold the power underneath your feet because God has already given you the authority. Understand that your voice is powerful. Understand that you as a being, a human being birthed with a gift itself is powerful. And as long as you keep your head in the game and fix your eyes on the prize and keep your hand inside of God's hand, you have no choice but to win. So keep going, keep trusting, keep believing in yourself, keep trusting in God because He only gave you the gift because He know you can handle it. Put your best foot forward. Keep going. Keep going. Keep striving. Keep thriving. Keep believing in yourself enough to know that you can do it. You understand? Don't forget to check out my website, empowereddesignsco.com. That's NPOWERED designsco.com. I have a hand sanitizer company, Empowered Hand Sanitizers, 99.9 effective. I have some really, really nice scents. Check out the website. Guarantee that you will be amazed of the gifts that God has given me. I'm so grateful. I also have a t-shirt line, Forever Crowned. That came to me in a dream state. It's about a woman readjusting her crown. That's why I said keep getting up. There's nothing that you can't overcome. Reset, readjust as many times as you need to, honey. But be all that you were designed to be, because only you can be you. Nobody else but you. I have a 24-hour notary company, Empowered Mobile Notary Services. To anybody that's in my area, hit me up. All my contact information is all over my social media platforms. Feel free to send me a text, an email, give me a phone call. I think I listed that already, but I scheduled it through Facebook. I'm going to be offering a 30 minutes free counseling session or a venting session, whatever you want to call it, to anybody that's in need. just to be that voice for reason, and with reason, to let you know that you matter. I'm here to serve you all. That's what God put me here to do. And as long as I got breath in my body, I'm going to do what he has told me to do. I'm going to be obedient, okay? We don't want to feel the wrath of God, not over here. So yes, I thank you all for joining me. God has been so good. He's been so good. I tell y'all all the time, trust him, because he's the only way. There's no other way. The love that we seek from other people, God can give you that completeness. He can give you everything that your heart desires if you only lean and depend on him. So I pray that you all have a great Sunday afternoon. I thank you for listening to Women Setting the Tone podcast. See you next week. Same place, earlier time. We're going to do 3 o'clock from now on. 6 o'clock is 6:30 is a little steep. So same time, same place, different time. Blessings.